Hello and good morning, it's me, NonenNox, and welcome to a Warframe video. So this is another work in progress build I'm working on, and this one's more of a work in progress. This is my Nidus build. Hey there, I'm throwing this edit in. This is a long-ish, kind of rambling video testing some ideas, so if you want, I should have some timestamps out into the description, so you may freely go to any part of the video that you may be interested in. So if that is what you want to do, make sure to go and take a look at those in the description. And off to continuing this video, which is unnamed for now, but it has no shards at the moment. And maybe probably the weirdest thing is I've replaced his third ability, Parasitic Link. It is now Master Summon. There is a thing I want to try, which I have not tried it yet, so this is going to be completely live. So, for weapon of choice is going to be the Tenet Glacian, again, for me. And it'll be this kind of build. It'll be a corrosion, a magnetic radiation cold build, focusing with photon overcharge for the energy drops and primary frostbite for more critical damage and multi-shot. Galvanized aptitude for the base damage increase. Sinister reach because that is really good. So for the build itself, it's a two-part build that I'm experimenting with. So first, this is the build that uses insatiable, so we can get stacks faster. Precision intensify to increase our ravenous fourth ability. Rolling guard for emergencies, and for energy, we are using Arcane Battery and Health Conversion combination. So our energy will be a little bit strange. Arcane Guardian for more armor. Adaptation for some more survivability on top of Rolling Guard. And for our second part, it is Vulpaphyla, which actually I need to change. Actually, no, I don't need to change. I got synth fiber. Yeah, synth deconstruct essentially is the main thing. I will probably need to format this to be better. Actually, this is actually useless for Nidus. Let's go ahead and can I even change that? Good enough for now until I get stuff. So, well, this is the build that we're going to be running, which is going to be one of the infested Kavats. The shouldn't matter which one because we are using Martyr Symbiosis. Actually, no, maybe it comes with this one. Actually, no, it's fine. It's a Vulpaphyla mod, for all the Vulpaphyla mods. So, drains and stores 20 health from corpses within 25 meters up to 40% of your health. If your health falls below 10%, companion downs itself to heal you. I'm curious whether or not this will be kind of a health gating situation in a sense. Granted, we already have gates with Nidus stacks, but it's another form of gate I'm looking for. And instead of the other ability, which is de-evolution, I'll be relying on Master Summon to constantly bring them back. So we'll see how that goes. This is definitely a work in progress change for Nidus. So let's go ahead and give this a shot to see how Nidus fares. So we're going to go, of course, I think I like using Kuva Fortress Steel Path as the testing grounds. So I'll meet you guys over there. Alright.
Show Grenier are harvesting Kuva nearby. Set off the alarms to draw them out, then steal their Kuva cash.
Now let's see, we've got 158 from our armor alone. So that's actually not too bad, to be honest, at the start. Now, of course, we want to start getting some stacks. And I'm curious how this is going to go. Oh, I'm invulnerable. That was a... yeah. That was a very interesting thing. So I want to say it's probably like 1 second of survivability, and vulnerability, roughly, I think. We'll see. And I wonder if it actually triggers before stacks. Let's see. I'll need... I might have to stop attacking so they can damage me. Let's see. Shoot me, not my pet. I need to see. Okay, yeah, it triggers before my stacks. Interesting. So you could theoretically save your stacks if you could just summon... maybe speech charge is probably the better bet then, because you definitely... Actually, hold on. I think some interesting things you could do. Probably ability cast a health, so you get health back. And then... that might actually work. But of course, we need to get some stacks up. So, we'll just go ahead and use this. Spamming that gives us quite a bit of stacks. Actually, I should be able to do that. Okay, yeah, we're full. Alright, that means we have essentially a gate on top of a gate. Maybe some speech shards would be in order. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and check that out. And I'll meet you guys back at the orbiter. Okay, so I'm swapping out a little bit. So we're gonna, instead of doing rolling guard, we're gonna have vitality here as an extra bit of health. So we swapped out guardian for multi-reconstruct so we can regain health on cast. And instead I installed some shards. So we got 2 yellow tau forge for casting speed increase. And we have 3 tau blues for armor. So our base armor is now 1,200, which is about 80% damage reduction. And then we'll get an extra 1,500 from health conversion eventually. So we'll go ahead and see how that works out. So another test. I'll meet you guys over there. Alright, so let's go ahead and start getting some energy. 360 from the arcane, not bad.
Predictable. As expected, Grenier have shut down the environmental system.
Alright, this way. So let's treat this as the full one and just see how things go. So we're gonna need to start getting our galvanized aptitude up. There we go, now we're starting to get damage. And let's go ahead and start getting some stacks. More stacks. Let's see. I would say maybe that should be good enough. Yep, that's perfect. Alright, so now we're at 4 stacks and we're going around playing like your typical regular gameplay. So, you know, just going around dealing with all the foes that we gotta deal with. And we already have an invasion. Dude, why are you attacking me? Well, just in case. Regenerate you. Where are you? Oh, that way. Perfect. Oh, thank you for the blueprint. Alright, let's go ahead and cast this. Okay, so we get roughly when we're... Actually, we're at 2. Okay, we're at... Actually, where are we at? 2 health conversion. I swear I should have went up by now. I grabbed more, didn't I? Yeah, 3. So at 3 we get 520? No, 765 for our energy increase when we're at max armor. Okay. In fact, the extra armor and the extra health at the beginning, as well as adaptation, definitely helped a lot. Don't even need to be inside my health regeneration field, which actually gives me how much? 197% for the insatiable, and 66 health regen on top of the default. That's not too bad. Not too bad, actually. I mean, there's only so far you can get with health guarding. Would be cool if I can adjust the duration of invulnerability with Martyr Symbiosis, but maybe it's kind of cheap, the fact that you can kinda get multiple triggers off of that. Because it does give some health. Okay, let's go ahead and do some regular testing. I need people to start shooting me. I wanna see how it goes. Triggered. Oh, that one. Oh, right, because I think it uses all the stored health, so it's not like it gives me all of it, I think, so I still have to, quote-unquote, shoot stuff to generate more. And I can see them siphoning health. Now let's also, I guess, get some... Oh, Vulpaphyla, come back up. Let's go ahead and get some of the... There we go. So yeah, I could recover them pretty fast, and being shot here and there. Like, oh, that hurts. Not really. And then we both triggered vulnerability. Another one. Keep refreshing it. Actually, I can do that to recover my health too, because it's the fast cast. And I get a lot of energy back to begin with. I guess I could also theoretically use health damage to energy, because I do recover health every time I cast an ability. But you know, take damage again. Yeah, it's not so bad, to be honest. As long... there's no Q. That's a problem. There should be a Q when you get the invulnerability, because you kind of have to keep an eye on your health. And then make sure to cast and constantly provide health leech for your pet. So you always have that extra gate in there. So it does work. It does. Do you really need it? I mean... it helps, because when you don't get stacks in the beginning, you need some sort of gate to begin with. So it might be pretty useful. Might. Don't know about endurance. Someone could probably try the endurance. Oh, and of course, whenever the pet goes down, you're definitely going to need to make sure that you bring them back up fast. I don't really do endurance, maybe at most an hour, which is not a lot when it comes to endurance. But that's fine. In fact, since I have this whole setup, I haven't used my stacks as often as I usually do. Yeah, stacks are staying here. But yeah, I would like an indicator whenever the pet does save me. It makes it much easier to just use the ability. Or not use the ability, but to know when I should use it. But yeah, it's actually not so bad, to be honest. It's a quote-unquote health gate. And this is gonna be annoying. You're always annoying. Oh. You know what? Let's switch over to this so I can... I need charges first. Perfect. But did I full heal? No, I didn't full heal. I just probably got a lot of stuff at the same time. Okay, now can I... Thank you. Get out of here so you can stop stunning me in my testing. As long as you at least get one, I think, charge, you're always going to have a shield gate as long as your pet also survives. Not shield gate, but health gate. And then you could just cast it again if you just really need to get the health. So, yeah, this might actually work for other builds too, to be honest. Don't know who would really benefit from Master Summon in Vulpaphyla, but there's probably stuff out there that could take advantage of this. So it is an interesting setup, in my opinion. Is it actually interesting? I don't know. But it does give me an extra layer of survivability that just requires me to pay a little bit of attention to my pet's health. Oh, and I just realized that the Martyr Symbiosis actually shows up for how much health it's holding? 200? Oh yeah, I guess so. Okay, so as long as there's at least some health in store, yeah, it definitely works. I guess the best way to test would be to try out a rough run in Zariman, because that's the place that everything hits hard. Alright, let's go ahead and get out. Hey, that's another definitely rough work in progress, but hey, it seems like it's got some promise. It's definitely got some promise. In fact, could theoretically use Abundance Stat Augment. Only because you get 30-second cooldown after each survivability, but if you can combine it with the Vulpaphyla mod, yeah, I could kind of see that working. Is there benefits? I'm gonna have to check if there's any benefits for having more than 200, or not, more than 100 for 200 stacks. However many stacks you get with it. I'll have to see if there's any worth usage. But this is an interesting... There might be other frames that could benefit from having a personal gate pet. As long as you just make sure they don't what was I gonna say? Well, as long as they have the health to give you, because right now there's no health stored, so that means if I go down, I will lose a stack. So it definitely doesn't work when you're moving around like this, but it does work when you're constantly fighting a horde of creatures. So I could see that working in places with clusters. Oh, it is an interesting thing. It'll have to do more research, viability, and all that. But yeah, maybe I'll stick to that. Okay, so I'll see you guys in another video. That was an interesting thing that I need to mess around with that some more. Well, later.